Hello, welcome to another FAQ Monday where I answer some of the questions that I receive and then I answer them in a funny, satirical, and sometimes earthly way. First question. Hello, Fluff. What's your favorite discounted piece of gear? Something you don't ought to have? Mine is easily the Mez Boogie Studio preamp, or maybe some of the old rack preamps from the 80s. See, the part where I can't own said piece of gear kind of screws me up because my number one answer would instantly be the Gibson RD, the original one from the 70s with the 25-inch scale. So then I thought, well, what's number two? What's the runner-up for a favorite discontinued piece of gear? And that would be the 2-channel Mez Boogie Dual Rectifier. Crap. 59 Gibson Les Paul standard. You knew it was coming, and I'm just gonna say it. Gibson Les Paul, 1959, 58 through 60 really. 59 Gibson Les Paul standard. That's it. Final answer, Alex. Hey Fluff, a question about your drums. Do you still use Superior or have you stuck with EZDrummer 2? Thanks, your content is great. Ever since I did the EZDrummer 2 demo, I have stuck with EZDrummer. It's just, they literally added and included every feature that I ever wanted with EZDrummer. Superior Drummer 2 is awesome. It's, at this point, it's a huge memory hog. For one, you know, you have to wait for it to load before you can start using it. EZDrummer 2 seems to load almost instantly on my iMac and my MacBook Pro. And it's just lightweight, it sounds fantastic, and the fact that you can now switch out the individual drum pieces with other pieces from other kits, perfection. I cannot wait to see what Toontrack does with Superior Drummer 3, which I don't know when that's coming out. I don't even know if it's anytime soon, but it's, you know, it's imminent. It's gonna happen at some point. I would love to see it, and you will probably see it on this channel, hopefully. Love you, Toontrack. Good recording bass for under $500? The bass department is traditionally where I have skimped the most. A good quality bass will go a very long way, and I have tried and tried for many years to cheap out on the bass guitar department. And here's what I have found. Best bang for the buck bass, in my humble opinion, are the Schecter basses. You get the good pickups, you get the good hardware, you get the good bridges, you get the good fret jobs. I have personally used a Schecter P custom bass in its stock form for about 3 years now, and it is the best sounding bass I have ever had. And the reason why I chose that particular bass is because one day I was tired of playing the cheap crap, and I went into a Guitar Center and I tried out every bass they had in the store, and that is, you know, every Fender model you can think of. And after an hour and a half of testing out through an Ampeg SVT stack, it came down to the Schecter P Custom bass, or it was a 30th anniversary Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray bass. I believe it was some kind of an anniversary model for the Stingray bass. Came down to those two basses. Now the Ernie Ball sounded better of the two. However, the Ernie Ball was $2,000 more than the Schecter. And the Guitar Center employees couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. My buddy couldn't believe it, who was with me. So I walked out of there with the Schecter P Custom, and I've used it ever since. Now on the cheap, I use the Fender Squier Jaguar bass, the vintage modified one, and I have replaced the pickups with a set of P&J pickups from my buddies over at Fastback. The weak spot with the Fender Squier stuff is not the fret job and it's not the hardware, but it's the pickups. The pickups are horrible in the Squier stuff most of the time, especially in the basses. Very noisy, very thin, and you have to work a lot harder to get a better sound compared to something like the Schecter. So the Squier goes for, I think it was $200 I paid for it, but you will put another $100, $150 into bass pickups. So in my opinion, you might as well just buy the Schecter stuff, because the Schecter is just huge bang for the buck and you just can't beat it for the price. What are your thoughts on Kelleher's new Helicon Sig? Are you gonna pick one up? As soon as they released photos and pictures of Bill Kelleher's new signature Les Paul coming out at NAMM, I got loads and loads of emails asking if I was going to pick one up, and the short answer is no. Way too much money for what it is. However, I think it's beautiful. Bill did a wonderful, wonderful job. I love the I love the take on the tobacco burst, even though it's gold in the middle. It's basically a gold with a brown burst around it. Brilliant, brilliant, love it. Everything I love about a Les Paul, he included on that guitar, but $2,600 that's a little much that I'm willing to spend for a brand new Les Paul. So to make myself feel better, I just bought a 2014 Gibson Traditional in tobacco burst, and I'm putting my new old Imperial pickups in it, and then I'll be doing the old Imperial demo video, and you guys will see that guitar very, very soon when it gets here, I promise. This week, I suggest checking out the demo vids for this fine gentleman right here. Pete is an awesome player, awesome songwriter, and he has all of the elements that I like to see in a good demo video. He has the good production, the good camera, good songs. He has it all, and he's also responsible for me meeting Mr. Rob Scallon, so you should also thank him for that, because that has been a very fruitful friendship. Pete is awesome. Love his channel. I highly suggest you go check it out. He has 6, 7, and 8 string stuff, so there is something for everybody. That's all the time I got for this week, folks. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Fluff. I'll see you next time. Attention, attention. We are sound checking to sync the audio and video in post.